This is the Fenwick Sports Podcast, bringing you the hottest topics surrounding the NFL.
Welcome back, everybody, to another edition of the Fenwick Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Denzel Fenwick, and today we're going to be reacting to and breaking down the interview on Laces Out, hosted by Ashley Nicole Moss, in which she was interviewing Desean Jackson, NFL wide receiver, who in this interview revealed that he might be retiring. Without further ado, let's roll the film.
How much of a blessing is that for you to just have such a long career in the game that you love?
I'm not really sure if I'm gonna play next year or not. You know, I know I announced it and said I was gonna play, but it just really at this point where I'm at in my life, it got to be the right fit. You know, played 14 years in the NFL. You know, going to Philly, going to Washington, Tampa, going back to Philly, and then playing for the Rams, and then playing for the Raiders. You know, it just got to fit right for me. But you know, my career has been,
So pretty much at this point, Desean Jackson has over 600 catches for a career, over 11,000 yards receiving, and 58 receiving touchdowns. Pretty solid. Unfortunately, he played in an era where you had Calvin Johnson, Andre Johnson, Larry Fitzgerald, Antonio Brown, towards the end, Reggie Wayne. He played in a really tough era, but those numbers are pretty damn good. He was a return specialist as well, had a few TDs as a return specialist. So, in conclusion, he's pretty much saying here, you know, at this point, he wants a Super Bowl ring. You know, let's go.
one hell of a ride.
I interviewed Michael Irvin recently, and he said that a man retires for two reasons: loss of skill and loss of will.
Nah.
You obviously don't have loss of skill.
FYI, Ashley Nicole Moss is bae. Let's go.
Do you feel like your desire to play is what is kind of has you on the fence in the decision of if you're actually going to do it?
You know, playing 14 years in the league, like I say, I've already surpassed every level of I ever thought I would, you know, accomplish. To be able to say I'm, you know, one of the best.
He's definitely, and he's about to say it right here, right before I pause it, he was definitely one of the best deep threat receivers back in the day, from 2008 to 2013, 2014. He was probably the best pure deep route runner because he ran a 4.2 coming out of University of Cal back in 2008. And I mean, damn, he was legitimate bona fide 4.2 guy. And he still can run. He probably can run a 4.3 at 36 years old. But yeah, all around solid receiving when it came to running deep routes. Let's go.
Threats ever, you know, beat Jerry Rice's record, Randy Moss's record. One record that I don't have of Jerry Rice's, which was the 50-plus one, but I think I'm like 2 touchdowns away from it. But you know,
That's one reason in itself to go back.
That's one, but it's like keep chasing goals. Goals are meant to be broken. So.
Yeah, so he's got a couple things that he wants to still do within the league, as he's saying here. But bottom line, I know he's mentioned Denver as a key option because he sees Denver as the team that probably will come out of the AFC West to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl this year. But yeah, at this point, I think what Desean Jackson is thinking about when it comes to contemplating whether to retire or not, and personally what I'd advise him is that, dude, you need to get on the team that's going to be vying for a Super Bowl. Chiefs, Broncos, Bills, Buccaneers, a reunion with the Buccaneers, hell, even a possible reunion with the Rams. You know, that's pretty much what he's getting at. But let me know your thoughts, questions, comments, concerns, everybody. You know what I mean? This has been the Fenwick Sports Podcast. We're talking about all things surrounding the NFL. Peace.
This has been a Fenwick Sports Podcast production. So if you like the content, please like, share, and subscribe.